Jack here at JBF Music and Guitar Lessons, back with one of these kind of analytical breakdown reaction things for you. So I got my guitar in hand here. I'm going to listen to Burnham's Welcome to the Internet. If this was on his Netflix special, I've probably already heard it, but this isn't a video I've seen, so let's try and break down some of the music stuff that's going on here. If you enjoy this, do the old like, the comment, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. Enough from me, let's just crack into it, eh?
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. We've got mountains of content, some better, some worse. If none of it's of interest to you, you'd be the first. Welcome to the internet.
So you got like kind of like a little kind of quaint polka thing. So we got like a bass down to D minor, going between the root, the D down to the A to create this kind of oddly upbeat, which is the juxtaposition with this kind of slightly sinister lyrics he's got going on here.
Come and take a seat. Would you like to see the news or any famous women's feet? There's no need to panic. This isn't a test. Just nod or shake your head and we'll do the rest.
So I think this is a minor 1, 4, 3 to 5. Let's have another listen to it, double check.
Welcome to the internet. What would you prefer? Would you like to fight for civil rights or tweet a racial slur? Be happy, be horny, be bursting with rage. We got a million different ways to engage. Welcome to the internet. Put your cares aside. Here's a tip for straining pasta. Here's a 9-year-old who died. We got movies and doctors and fantasy sports and a bunch of colored pencil drawings of all the different characters in Harry Potter fucking each other. Welcome to the internet.
Okay, so aside from the incredibly crass lyrics here, please, if you can break me out of my musician kind of brain, then fair play to you. I was just getting the chords there. Oh man. Yeah, aside from that, the tempo's also increasing, which is creating this kind of slightly frantic feel to it. I think you might get this in some kind of wedding songs. I've got a feeling Jewish weddings kind of do this where the tempo speeds up. I could be wrong, so do correct me if I am. And the other thing is there's more kind of layers coming in the music. So let's quickly just break down the chords here. We've basically got a D minor, I think up to a G minor, to an F major, to an A7. So if you want to play this on guitar, you basically want to have this kind of shape here, your kind of standard D minor shape. And if you play that, and then move this finger down to the 5th fret on the E string, you can get that kind of thing he's doing the piano, the move. Take that shape, move it all the way up to here, so now we've got 10, 12, 12, 11, starting on the A string. And same idea, just go to this 10th fret of the E. Then for the F, what we'll do is just a kind of standard F bar chord, so 6 on the A, then 8, 8, 8 on the D, G, and B strings. And again, we're just going to use this finger here to get that 8th fret on the E to get that. For the A7, the way I would do that is got my first finger on the 5th fret on the E, missing at the D string, 5th fret on the D string, little finger is going on the 6th fret on the G, and then 5th fret again on the B. So you're playing that chord, dominant 7, looks a bit like that, and then just lift up this finger and play the open E for that part of it. Then you're back to the D. Okay.
Hold on to your socks, cause a random guy just kindly sent you photos of his cock. They are grainy and off-putting, he just sent you more. Don't act surprised, you know you like it, you whore. See a man beheaded, get offended, see a shrink. Show us pictures of your children, tell us every thought you think. Start a rumor, buy a broomer, send a death threat to a boomer, or DM a girl and groom.
From a technical standpoint, he's saying a lot of words and not breathing much, which is a difficult thing to do, so props to him.
Zoomer, do a zoomer, find a tumor in your. Here's a healthy breakfast option. You should kill your mom. Here's why women never fuck you. Here's how you can build a bomb. Which Power Ranger are you? Take this quirky quiz. Obama sent the immigrants to vaccinate your kids.
There's some really clever stuff going on, so to make it more uneasy as well with the music, the camera angles there, just kind of, you know, when he's turning to them and saying to them, particularly the low one, it's got this real intimidating feel to it. Clever cinematography.
Could I interest you in everything, all of the time? A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. Could I interest you in everything, all of the time?
And again, there's more stuff coming in here, so you hear this little rhythm.
A a little bit of everything all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime.
It's mistaken there, it's actually like a xylophone or a glockenspiel doing kind of little trills.
Anything and everything all of the time.
Another thing that was quite clever about that, before I forget, is because he's playing the same chord progression, you get used to it very quickly, and it kind of forces you to listen to what he's saying, which is kind of the meat of his content is the lyrics here, really, isn't it?
You know, it wasn't always like this. Not very long ago, just before your time, right before the towers fell, circa 99. This was...
And what we've done here is he's changed the progression. So we've got a D minor, then we're just going down to the C, the B flat, and what sounds to me like is probably an A7. So again, you'd have your minor chord, your minor 1 to your minor 7, minor flat 7 I should say, minor 6, and then the 5 chord to lead us back to 1.
Catalogs, travel blogs, a chat room or two. We set our sights and spent our nights waiting for you, insatiable you. Mommy let you use her iPad. You were barely 2, and it did.
Okay, so some quite cool things going on there. The first time he went to this new kind of progression, he's using what you call a sus chord. Here it is.
For you, insatiable.
So he's playing like an F, but playing the 4th on top of it, so it has this suspended feeling, a sus chord, suspended chord. Then kind of going down to a D. So it could be an F/D. You could think of it as a D minor 7 with the 13th in there. And then after that, he's kind of transitioned using that chord progression into a more kind of doo-wop thing. So you got that. So listen out for that.
You. Mommy let you use her iPad. You were barely 2, and it did all the things we designed it to do. Now look at you. Oh, look at you.
So this is a stupid technical thing, but from a performance point of view, he had to work in the time to be able to touch that remote to change the lights in the background. This is just really cool.
Unstoppable, watchable, your time is now, your insides out, honey, how you grew, and if we stick together, who knows?
It's really quite beautiful kind of turnaround he's using here in an otherwise very satirical and tongue-in-cheek song.
What we'll do, it was always the plan to put the world in your hand.
Right, that's really cool. So to sell this sounds like almost like a cartoon villain music, right? Doesn't it? So again, he's kind of doing this thing going on in a different key now. We're kind of in E minor. But the maniacal laughter he was doing, you notice he moved away from the microphone so it wouldn't clip, so it wouldn't be too loud. There's also a bit of kind of reverb that's been put on that, or it's the reverb of the room picking it up that makes it sound a bit more kind of dastardly and big.
Could I interest you in everything?
And that huge breath he took that was picked up by the microphone, you could have edited that out, but by leaving it in, I'll skip back to it, it just makes it sound more villainous again. That kind of over-the-top breath noise, I think that's part of the performance too. Really clever subtlety.
Could I interest you in everything all of the time? A bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. Could I interest you in everything, all of the time?
Great. A little pause, speeding up the vocals back into the kind of over-the-top, slightly ridiculous kitsch version of it.
A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything and anything and everything and anything and everything and all of the time.
There's some really nice backing vocals there that I couldn't quite work out, but then in that final bit when he's saying anything and everything, it's doing a lovely little harmony of just going up the triad.
Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything and anything and everything and anything and everything and all of the time.
So he's kind of staying on the same chord, but the backing vocals are like going up the chord, picking a different note in it. Having the guitar in hand's a totally different format for me. I usually kind of just watch it, break down what's going on, and pick one or two things to talk about. So I got no idea how well this has come across, so do let me know in those comments. But if you have liked it for whatever reason, feel free to subscribe to the channel, click like, do all that good stuff. You can check out more reaction analysis videos there, or more guitar-based content there. Take it easy, have a good one.